This is what you need to know if you're selling your business. I just recently sold my business for multiple six figures, so here's what I've learned. The profit and loss is the first thing that they will look at because it's the most tangible thing that anyone can look at when it comes to your business. Because it's tangible, it makes it the easiest way to actually calculate the value of your business. A lot of the times they'll be looking at your EBITDA. Basically, it's a multiplier of the net profit of your business, usually averaged out from the last 2 to 3 years. Now, that's just the beginning of evaluating your business. There are many other factors and metrics that actually go into the consideration of your valuation. Second is goodwill. So what's your credibility like? What's your relationship with the public like? What is the reputation like? Because all of that matters. And it's harder to actually quantify the value of something like that. That's why it's really important that you get a good broker who can really speak for you. If you don't get a broker, then make sure that you know how to figure this out. So for my business, I had incredible goodwill. We had so many free resources out there for students. We'd really built that reputation among students as the destination for English resources where you're going to get premium high quality resources. So that actually added value to my business sale as well. Third are the growth opportunities. So is there capacity for your business to grow, whether that be to grow in terms of your customer number or in terms of just scaling it up, getting smarter with who you hire so that you can actually have capacity to start scaling and getting on more people into the business. So when it came for my business, my buyer was really interested because we were really localized in our area, but there was still so many other areas in Australia that she could actually expand to and start targeting with the systems I'd already built and were already proven to work. If your business has also been growing year upon year, that's a really good trajectory for a buyer to see. It's exciting, that shows growth and that you're not stopping in any growth. But if you're stagnant or even if you're going downhill, that's when things can get a little bit tough and that's when it can put negative pressure on your valuation. The fourth thing is just who the buyer is. So when it comes to buying and selling a business, it's kind of like buying a home. People sell for various different reasons and people buy for different reasons. So for example, my buyer was somebody who was interested in having a home office somewhere, like a type of business where they didn't actually have to go out physically somewhere because she wanted to spend more time at home. And that was exactly what my business offered. She also really wanted a business where she could just pick it up and it would just start working on its own rather than her jumping straight into it and needing to be there 9 to 5 every single day. And that was the business that I had built up because I was basically working less than 5 hours a week in my business by the time I sold it. And the fifth thing is just other factors like environmental factors, things that you can't necessarily control. So are we in a recession right now and everybody's, tightening up their budgets and so therefore they're not willing to spend as much money? Or are we in this like bullish state where people are going to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars more of money just to secure your business? So for me, to be honest, I kept getting told by my advisors to wait a couple of years until I sold my business because right now with the economy, things are kind of on the down right now. So people are not spending as frivolously. But for me, at the end of the day, I just wanted to move on with my life. I knew I was done with this business. And yes, I could hold it on for another 2 years and maybe get a couple of $1,000s more. But I really just wanted to ask myself, was that worth it? And to be honest, my lifestyle, my needs are more important than the money I could have gotten from this business. And I say that, I guess, from a privileged perspective. I'm not desperate for that money. So ultimately, that's why I made the decision to sell the business.